I worked very closely with my director of photography, Mik Allen, who I believe has done a spectacular job in composition, framing, camera movements, and of course, his color palette is impeccable. We really complement each other because we go so far and we go, as he says, like literally under the skin of the game. We try to be blunt with our techniques, but also be extremely sensitive and fragile to certain scenes. So we just love the fact that in certain scenes we're able to do a color palette that draws attention, or camera movements and a language that makes you feel that you're not invited, you're not supposed to see this, but we're gonna make it very elegantly for you. And other scenes where it's super handheld and rough and crazy, he'll also go like super bold with his palette and lighting, and it's the complete opposite. You almost think we're both schizophrenics working together. So we have the Dr. Jekyll and Hyde, and it's the perfect combination. When I approach any film, whether it's especially narrative, I'm talking strictly narrative, short film, or now my first feature film, my second feature film, is I usually sketch it. And what I mean by sketching the film is sketching the overall feeling I want to embody, or the overall theme. So for instance, with this film, as I said, it's a funnel going from very wide to a block. And in my next film, it's a parallel where everything reflects, and because it's about twins. So everything folds onto each other. So even when I'm sketching everything, it has that kind of visual mindset. And with 3, it's a quite minimalistic undertone, so the aesthetics need to kind of take that shape. The most important place is the house, so the visual palette of the house had to be kind of very, as you can see, very dark, very brown, lots of wood, lots of patterns that kind of reflect sometimes like Arabian culture, because we can be very kind of embroidery based look. But then I like to juxtapose that through the beautiful clean lines of Dr. Holly's house and how contemporary and modern it is. So you always have that contrast going on. So contrast with color, with aesthetics. The hospital is very clean, whereas the house in the mountain is so beautiful. That's my favorite place. So that's very arabesque and very, like, I would say, exotic and culturally rich. And I wanted to bring those visuals that you don't really see in many films, especially from the Gulf, because you don't see a lot of Khaliji films, we call them Gulf films. And that means Kuwait, Bahrain, UAE, Saudi, that area, the Gulf. So I wanted to bring those palettes and those textures to the film, and I hope people enjoy it.